Imagine closing your eyes at night and feeling the entire universe move in silence, as if every star leans in just to hear the sound of your desire. This is the power of the nighttime vibrational ritual, a practice forgotten by ancient scholars of quantum energy and now revealed in a way that anyone can apply. What you'll hear today isn't just another manifestation method. It's an invitation to tune into the energy field that shapes all possibilities. When you understand what really happens between the moment you fall asleep and the instant the universe begins to respond, everything in your life will change. There's a moment between sleep and wakefulness when the subconscious opens completely. It's in that interval that quantum scholars claim the human vibration touches the field of infinite possibilities. As you sleep, your conscious mind quiets, and the creative power of the subconscious takes control. In that moment, the universe doesn't just hear you, it starts to respond. Joe Dispenza, Neville Goddard, and other spiritual masters have always repeated the same principle. The physical world is merely a projection of what you vibrate when no one's watching. And the most powerful time to alter that vibration is right before sleep. The nighttime vibrational ritual is simple but profound. First, you need to understand the language of the universe, vibration. Everything that exists vibrates. Your words, your thoughts, your emotions. When you lie down, the energy field around you expands. That's why when practicing this ritual, it's essential to create a pure vibrational space. Turn off the lights. Leave only soft lighting, preferably blue or golden, colors that symbolize elevated frequency. Breathe deeply 3 times. With each breath, imagine you're drawing energy directly from the source. As you exhale, visualize any anxiety, fear, or doubt dissolving into the air. Now, enter the second step, the vibrational declaration. It's not a common affirmation. It's a direct instruction to the quantum field. Whisper or repeat mentally, "The universe is listening to me now. Everything I desire already exists and is coming to me." This phrase is a vibrational key, and it must be said with real emotion. Don't ask, declare. When you ask, you vibrate lack. When you declare, you vibrate power. That difference is what turns waiting time into rapid manifestation. As you speak these words, feel as if the energy around your body begins to pulse. Visualize a soft blue field expanding from your bed to fill the entire space. This color isn't random. It's the frequency associated with calm, balance, and direct communication with the quantum plane. Visualize this energy rising like slow, luminous waves, touching everything you desire to attract. Love, prosperity, healing, purpose. See these intentions being etched into that field like light codes that the universe begins to decipher instantly. Now, the third step, intentional silence. After repeating your declaration, stop. Don't think, don't wish, don't force, just feel. Silence is the portal between vibration and materialization. It's in that space that the universe responds. The masters say vibration is the language of the gods, and silence is their reply. When you fall asleep holding that frequency, your subconscious mind continues emitting the signal for hours. As you sleep, your energy field converses with the universal field. It's in that invisible dialogue that reality begins to reorganize itself. And the result, when done correctly, is astonishing. Within 48 hours, you'll start noticing signs, coincidences, messages, unexpected people appearing. The number 1111, an inexplicable sense of peace. These are the synchronicities, the way the universe signals that your vibration has been received and is being answered. It's the alert that the process has already begun. But there's one final secret. The key to accelerating this ritual lies in anticipatory gratitude. Before closing your eyes for good, say just one phrase. "Thank you, universe, for already delivering." This small gesture changes everything because it reverses the vibrational flow. Instead of vibrating scarcity, you vibrate wholeness. And the quantum field can only reflect what you are, not what you want to be. When you vibrate gratitude, you declare, "I already have it." And that's how the fastest manifestations happen. Not through desire, but through certainty. Remember, you're not just imagining. Every thought born in your mind is a real electrical pulse. Every emotion is a magnetic frequency. Together, they form the electromagnetic field that attracts or repels everything around you. When you lie down, your body shuts off, but your field remains active, vibrating, sending signals, shaping the unseen. That's why the hour of sleep is sacred. It's when you stop acting and start co-creating. Observe what changes, record the signs. The universe speaks in symbols, and the more attentive you are, the quicker you'll notice the responses. Remember, it's not about controlling time, but aligning with the flow. And when the vibration is right, 48 hours will be more than enough to see the impossible move in your favor. You don't need luck, you need frequency. And from today, every time you lay your head on the pillow, know this: the universe is listening. And if you vibrate the right way, it will always respond. While the world sleeps, few understand the power that rests in the darkness of silence. The night isn't just rest, it's the stage where the unseen moves, where the purest intentions are sown, and where the universe decides what will bloom the next day. Imagine that every thought before sleep is an energetic seed cast into the soil of universal consciousness. Most fall asleep planting doubts, fears, worries, and that's why they wake up tired, repeating the same days, attracting the same realities. But the one who learns the nighttime vibrational ritual, that person awakens in another world. Because when you sleep with purpose, the universe conspires to make your vibration become matter. There's an ancient wisdom that says, sleep is the temple where the subconscious meets God. Neville Goddard spoke of this when teaching the state akin to sleep method, the state resembling sleep. According to him, when the conscious mind relaxes and the body falls asleep, the subconscious becomes the direct channel between man and creative power. Everything impressed in that state sooner or later manifests. Modern quantum physics confirms this in a surprising way. Scientists call this field the unified field, an invisible web connecting every particle in the universe. What you vibrate before sleep, that web amplifies and returns in the form of events. But there's one detail that separates those who manifest quickly from those who keep waiting. The secret lies in emotion. The universe doesn't respond to words. It responds to the vibration the words carry. You can repeat, "I am prosperous," 1,000 times, but if deep down you vibrate fear, the quantum field only hears the fear. That's why this ritual isn't about repeating phrases, but about feeling the truth behind them. Before sleep, your task isn't just to speak to the universe, it's to make it feel what you feel. And for that, there's a powerful exercise that vibrational masters teach. Lie down comfortably, close your eyes, and imagine a dark screen in front of you. Now, visualize the desire already fulfilled. See, for example, the money arriving, the love being reciprocated, the health restored. Not as a distant film, but as something present. Feel the emotions, the relief, the joy, the gratitude. Immerse yourself in them. The more real the feeling, the stronger the signal sent to the quantum field. It's like tuning a radio. When your emotion aligns with what you desire, the universe delivers the exact station of your vibration. Now comes the moment few understand, the instant of surrender. When you feel you vibrated enough, let go, release. The act of letting go is the language of faith. When you let go, you tell the universe, "I trust." And that trust is the final ingredient the field needs to act. It's like planting a seed and covering it with soil. You don't keep digging to see if it's grown. You trust that nature is at work. In the same way, The universe works behind the scenes while you sleep. Many doubt this process because they don't see immediate results. But what really happens in the first 48 hours is the energetic repositioning of the field. It's when the invisible lines of reality begin to shift. You might feel a subtle change in your energy, an unexplainable sense of calm, subtle synchronicities. That's the universe responding. When the vibration is clear, time ceases to be an obstacle. Neville said the secret of manifestation is the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and that's exactly what you create in this ritual. By sleeping with the feeling that you already have it, the subconscious accepts this new reality as truth. And the subconscious is creation's most faithful servant. It turns beliefs into experiences. When it accepts something as real, the universe must adjust to reflect it. So before sleeping tonight, do this. Lie down, breathe deeply, and say mentally, I release the past, I open myself to the new. Feel your body relax. Imagine a golden light descending over you, cleansing all dense energy. This light represents the field of pure possibilities, divine energy in action. Now, see yourself surrounded by this light. Within it, visualize everything you desire as if it's already happening, and smile. Because in that instant, you're no longer asking, you're living it. As you sleep, this light expands. The quantum field, sensitive to your vibration, begins to reorganize. Circumstances draw people closer, align opportunities, and within 48 hours, the first signs appear. Sometimes in the form of intuition, sometimes as an improbable coincidence. The important thing is to recognize them. The more you notice, the more the field responds. This is the power of the nighttime vibrational ritual. A simple practice, but one that changes everything. Because there's no greater force than the subconscious aligned with the divine. You don't need to understand how the universe will do it. Just feel, trust, and allow. When you wake up tomorrow, don't question if it worked. Act as if it's already done. The morning vibration needs to be a continuation of the nighttime frequency. With each dawn, repeat, the universe has already responded. I'm just allowing the answer to reveal itself. And then observe. In 48 hours, something shifts. The wind blows differently. People's gazes seem kinder. Opportunities appear from unexpected places. Nothing is coincidence. It's energy returning in the form of reality. Imagine what happens when you fall asleep in that vibrational state. Science calls this period hypnagogic, the threshold between conscious and unconscious. It's a sacred instant where brainwaves descend from beta frequency to alpha and finally theta. And it's exactly there that the portal between the physical world and the quantum opens. It's in that interval that your subconscious begins translating your emotions into electromagnetic waves that merge with the universe's unified field. What you feel in that moment becomes an energetic command. It's as if your heart emits a vibrational code, a signature that the field recognizes and replicates in the web of reality. Scholars of spiritual quantum mechanics claim the human heart is the planet's most powerful transmitter. While the brain generates an electromagnetic field of just a few microvolts, the heart emits thousands of times more energy. This means that when you vibrate love, gratitude, and certainty before sleep, you're literally altering the field around you. It's not metaphor, it's physics. The heart sends this information to the quantum mesh, and it begins reorganizing particles, attracting situations that match that frequency. The nighttime ritual isn't magic, it's science applied to the soul. Now, imagine the universe as a vast living network where every thought is a wave and every emotion is a frequency. When you sleep with fear, your frequency is low, and the field responds with situations reflecting that fear. But when you fall asleep, vibrating faith and trust, The entire web moves to align reality with that vibration. It's the principle of correspondence in action. What is within manifests without. And in the following 48 hours, that movement becomes perceptible. The universe begins orchestrating the invisible details, meetings, ideas, inspirations, and even coincidences that up close are precise synchronicities. Joe Dispenza calls this collapsing the wave function. He explains that in the quantum field, infinite possibilities coexist. Each potential reality exists simultaneously, waiting only for a coherent vibration to become matter. The nighttime ritual is the moment you provide that coherence. When your emotion, thought, and faith are aligned, the wave function collapses, and the chosen reality begins to emerge. That's why the first 48 hours are crucial. The field starts reorganizing probabilities, and your life begins to subtly change course. During those hours, pay attention to the signs. Perhaps someone you haven't seen in ages sends you a message. Perhaps an improbable opportunity arises. Or a sudden idea brings a solution you've sought for months. This isn't chance. It's the field responding to your new vibration. The universe speaks through events, symbols, emotions, and people. The problem is that many doubt and lose the thread of synchronicity. When you doubt, you break the frequency. But when you recognize and give thanks, you strengthen the connection. That's why in the 48 hours after the ritual, practice vibrational mindfulness. Wake up and say, "Today I am the conscious observer of the universe responding." This phrase isn't just a mantra, it's a code that keeps you energetically awake. Because manifestation is a dialogue between the visible and the invisible. As long as you remain conscious, the field understands you're ready to receive. Many ask, but why does the result come in 48 hours? The answer is simple and profound. Time is a perceptual illusion created by the mind. The universe doesn't operate in hours, but in frequencies. The 48 hours are the average period in which the dense energy of the physical plane aligns with the new vibration emitted. It's the interval between the unseen and the seen, between desire and signal. In that space, the field reorganizes not only external circumstances, but also your internal perception. It prepares you for what is to come.
Circumstances draw people to recognize what you asked for. And there's something magical in it. When you notice the first sign and validate it with gratitude, the universe understands you're aware of the creation. And when you're aware, it accelerates the process. Gratitude is the quantum fuel of manifestation. It tells the field, "I recognize the movement." And the field replies, "Then I'll send you more." But the mistake many make is trying to control the outcome. They want to dictate how the universe should act, and that's the moment the vibration unravels. The field doesn't need your logic, it needs your faith. Surrender is the true power. When you let go, you allow the field to choose the most direct path to manifest your desire. The universe is intelligent. It knows shortcuts the human mind can't comprehend. So during those 48 hours, live as if everything is already in motion. Walk with lightness, smile, breathe deeply, and repeat silently. The universe has already heard. This phrase is the energetic password of trust. It keeps the flow open. And at night, when you lie down again, don't repeat the request. Give thanks, because thanking is the vibrational act of someone who has already received. The universe doesn't distinguish between reality and imagination. It responds to vibrational coherence. When you thank before seeing, the field understands the desire is already fact and accelerates the return. This is the secret of the vibrational masters. They don't ask, they feel. They don't doubt. They know. And it's that silent knowing, sustained by elevated emotion and unshakable faith, that moves the impossible. The next 48 hours after the nighttime ritual are the point where the unseen begins to touch the tangible. It's the space where energy transforms into matter, where faith meets proof, and where the universe speaks in symbolic language. Many don't notice because they expect something grand, but the field rarely shouts. It whispers. It sends small signs, subtle gestures, coincidences that seem mundane, but carry the vibrational code of the response. It's in that instant you must be awake, because what separates the mystic from the distracted is conscious attention. Imagine you fell asleep with the full sensation of already having received. During your sleep, your subconscious, in total alignment with the quantum field, begins emitting coherent waves of vibration. These waves traverse the plane of the unseen, colliding with the infinite possibilities of the universe. Each emotion you sustained creates a resonance, and when that resonance finds a compatible pattern in the field, it activates it. This means that while you dreamed, the universe began rearranging circumstances, people, events, encounters, everything moving silently to align with the new frequency you generated. And then dawn comes. You wake up, and something is different. The air feels lighter, thoughts calmer. Time seems to flow differently. This isn't imagination, it's attunement. The field responds first with sensation. It changes your internal vibration to prepare the ground for manifestation. That inner shift is the first sign that the energy has already begun to act. And soon after, the external signs follow. Perhaps you turn on your phone and see an unexpected message. Perhaps you find a coin on the ground, or someone says a phrase that hits exactly what you had asked for. These moments aren't accidents, they're confirmations. The universe uses the language you understand and communicates through small synchronicities. Each one is a vibrational echo of your creation. Remember, the universe is a living mind, and it responds to clarity. If you emit doubt, it reflects confusion. But if you vibrate certainty, it responds with precision. That's why when the first sign appears, don't ignore it. Pause, breathe, and say mentally, I recognize the movement. This simple phrase is a vibrational anchor that solidifies the forming reality. By recognizing, you send a wave of gratitude that amplifies the original vibration. It's like dropping a stone in a lake. Each recognition creates new ways of manifestation. Science calls this the observer effect. When you observe something with intention and consciousness, the energy collapses from a state of possibility to a state of reality. In other words, the simple act of noticing a sign already alters the field. That's why the secret of the 48 hours is to observe without doubting. It's to see the unseen behind the scene. Now imagine this. As you're walking down the street, a gentle breeze touches your face. You feel something different, an unexplainable sensation of being guided. It's the quantum field responding to you. The same wind that moves the leaves is moving the circumstances of your life, and the more you align with that consciousness, the clearer the signs become. The universe speaks to those who listen to the silence. This is where many give up. They expect
Response to come exactly as they imagined, but the field is creative. It chooses the most harmonious path. The money you ask for might come as a new idea, an inspiration, a person crossing your path. The healing you desired might start as a sense of lightness or a new will to change habits. All of this is response. When you understand that, you begin living in a constant state of manifestation. And it's in that state that magic becomes routine, because you realize you no longer need to ask, just align. You start living as if the universe is a partner, not a distant entity. You speak to it in vibrations, not words, and it responds in synchronicities, not isolated miracles. The true power of this ritual isn't just in manifesting a desire, but in transforming your relationship with the unseen. You stop being a beggar and become a co-creator, and that's the greatest change that can happen. When you understand the field is always listening to you, every thought becomes a prayer, every emotion a command. So, when the 48 hours pass, look back and notice something has changed. Perhaps not in the way you expected, but exactly as you needed. Vibration never lies. And when it aligns with the truth of your heart, the universe responds. Always. Maintaining the vibration after the universe starts responding is where most people fail. They feel the first sign, get excited, but soon fall back into the old habit of doubt, fear, and control. It's like lighting a campfire and then blowing too hard to make it burn faster. The fire goes out. The secret isn't to force the field, it's to nourish it with serenity and faith. The universe doesn't respond to haste, it responds to coherence. Sustained vibration is the bridge between what you create and what you live. Think of vibrational frequency as a melody. When you do the nighttime ritual and feel gratitude, joy, and love, you're playing a specific tune in the quantum field. That melody attracts everything that resonates with it. But if you wake up and start doubting, you change the rhythm, throw the music off key, and the field loses the signal. That's why maintaining the vibration is essential. It doesn't mean being happy all the time. It means staying attuned to the emotion of creation. When fear comes, don't fight it. Observe. Breathe deeply and say, I choose to return to the frequency of trust. That conscious choice is what makes the difference between manifesting and just dreaming. In the following 48 hours, continue feeding the field with coherent energy. You can do this through small acts of power. Upon waking, don't touch your phone. Close your eyes for a minute and visualize the energy you generated during the nighttime ritual still pulsing within you. Imagine that vibration expanding, connecting you to the infinite field of possibilities. Feel that the day is already conspiring in your favor. This simple morning practice of intention creates a link between the night's energy and the dawn's, and that's what keeps the vibrational cycle active. During the day, act as if the universe is a constant ally. If something goes wrong, don't react with despair. Just smile and mentally say, even this is in my favor. This phrase is a quantum command of reprogramming. It turns obstacles into bridges, delays into redirections. The quantum field understands your vibration as an order. When you maintain calm, you maintain vibrational control, and that's what creates the effortless path. Another essential point is anticipatory gratitude. Give thanks not just for what you've received, but for what's coming. Gratitude is the highest emotion that exists, the direct language of abundance. When you thank before seeing, the universe understands you already possess it. And whoever vibrates like someone who already has inevitably attracts more. Make it a habit. Give mental thanks for every synchronicity, every gesture, every good feeling. This reinforces the energetic flow and expands the frequency of your personal field. Now imagine a golden field of energy around you, pulsing with every breath. That's your vibrational signature. Everything you think and feel travels through that field, creating a coherent reality. If you keep it clean, free of doubt and fear, it becomes magnetic. The right people start appearing. Doors open. Paths illuminate. This isn't miracle. It's resonance. The universe simply returns what you emit. There's a secret few understand. Reality isn't created when you think, but when you feel and believe continuously. The thought is the seed, the emotion is the water, and faith is the sun. Without constancy, nothing blooms. That's why the nighttime ritual is just the beginning. The true power lies in living in the vibrational state of creation all the time. When that happens, manifestation stops being an event and becomes a way of life. And then something extraordinary begins to happen. You realize you no longer need to ask, because everything flows naturally. Opportunities come before the need. Answers arrive before the question. You enter sync with the universe's rhythm, and that's the quantum state of abundance. It's when life stops being a struggle and becomes a dance. Sustaining the vibration is remaining in the flow of trust, even when nothing seems to happen. It's believing the unseen is at work, even when the seen seems still. And that's the final test of manifestation. Whoever endures the silence of the 48 hours conquers the sound of the response. Now close your eyes and imagine all your intentions from the previous night floating in the field, like stars beginning to shine. Each one represents a desire, a creation, and all are connected to you. Feel yourself as part of that sky, because deep down, you are the quantum field observing itself become reality. And now we arrive at the most silent and most powerful moment. That instant when everything within you calms and the universe begins to act. That's the true purpose of the ritual, to lead you to a point of surrender so deep that the separation between you and the field disappears. It's in that space of yielding that miracles happen, because it's there that faith turns to certainty and energy converts to reality. No more asking, no more expectation. There's only being. And being is the highest frequency that exists. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the scene, the dark room, the relaxed body, the tranquil mind. The sound of your heartbeat is the echo of the universe listening to you. Each beat is a message sent to the quantum field saying, I trust. I have already received. In that moment, time disappears. The 48 hours stop being a count and become a natural flow. Because time doesn't exist for those who live in the frequency of the now. The now is the only space where creative power dwells. As you sleep, the energy moves in silence. It's like the sunrise. No one hears it happen, but it transforms everything. In the same way, the universe works discreetly, moving pieces, opening paths, dissolving barriers. You don't need to understand the how. The quantum field isn't logical. It's intelligent. It responds to the coherence of your vibration, not the haste of your mind. And when the vibration is sustained with love, the return is inevitable. Some call this luck, others fate, but those who live the ritual understand its pure spiritual physics. It's the law of correspondence in action. The like attracts the like. When you vibrate in the energy of abundance, the universe has no choice but to return abundance to you. When you vibrate in love, love manifests in all forms. People, situations, moments, even in silence. And then something happens. Suddenly, life feels lighter. The money you were waiting for arrives unexpectedly. The message you long to hear comes from where you least imagine. The body, once tense, seems to heal itself. Everything begins to align. Not because you forced it, but because you allowed it. That's the difference between wanting and manifesting. Wanting comes from fear, manifesting from trust. Now you understand, the ritual isn't a technique, it's an identity reprogramming. Every time you sleep in that vibration, you're telling the field who you are. And the field believes, because the field is you, in an expanded, unlimited, divine version. You're not asking the universe, you're asking yourself. Reality is just the mirror of what you accept to be. When this truth settles in, anxiety disappears,
because you know everything you desire already exists somewhere in the field, waiting for your vibration to align. You don't need to chase, just vibrate at the right frequency. And that, now, you already know how to do. So before sleeping tonight, do the same ritual, but with a new purpose. Not just to manifest something, but to remember who you are. Lie down, breathe deeply, and say, I am a conscious field of energy. I vibrate love. I vibrate abundance. I vibrate faith. Feel those words course through every cell of your body. Imagine yourself enveloped in a golden light, pulsing in harmony with your heartbeat. That's the vibration of creation. Remain in that state until you fall asleep, because sleep is the portal and emotion is the key. As you close your eyes, you're not sleeping, you're co-creating. And when you wake, the universe will have already taken the first steps to deliver what you vibrated. You might not see it immediately, but you'll feel it. And when you feel it, you'll know, because the field always responds. Always. Remember this. Every night is a new chance to rewrite the vibrational code of your life. No matter what happened yesterday, no matter what you lost, the field doesn't hold the past. It responds to the now. And in the now, you can choose to be whatever you want. And if you sustain that vibration for days, weeks, months, something extraordinary happens. You stop being someone who uses the law of attraction and become someone who is the law of attraction. Your entire life transforms into a constant flow of synchronicities, where what you think manifests, what you feel materializes, and what you are attracts everything in resonance. This is the power of the nighttime vibrational ritual, a 48-hour portal connecting the unseen to the seen, the dream to reality, the human to the divine. Make it a habit, and you'll see, night after night, the universe whispering, I've always been listening to you. Because, in the end, the greatest miracle isn't what you manifest, it's what you become in the process. You become an awakened being, aligned, vibrating to the rhythm of creation. And when you vibrate like the universe itself, the universe has no choice. It responds.